Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever! Ladies and gentlemen, today is part 10 of our free mode Let's Play. Today is going to be the finale of our free mode Let's Play. And that's simply because I want to play some modded stuff. Well, mods are generous. I want to take some stuff from the Steam Workshop and play around with it in its own series. And I want to play on a bigger map as well, so that I can very precisely control exactly what I'm going to be doing. And, you know, I've put like 40 hours into this game thus far, which maybe isn't that much, but that's a lot for me for a new game. I play a lot of video games, and 40 hours in anything this quickly after release is a lot for me. But I feel like I've learned a lot of things since I started this particular Let's Play, and since I started the Let's Try as well. So I would like to take all of that knowledge and apply it to a new map, a bigger map, a better map, a grander map, an American map, probably. Maybe not, actually. We have the American live stream. Anyway, the point is, this is going to be the finale. And you might notice there has been a bit of a change. I have gone ahead and added a couple of bus lanes to a lot of the roads in the area. And the reason I've done that is because basically my trucks and my buses will use those lanes. And that's good because it means that my trucks and my buses are not stuck in all of this traffic. And those bus lanes continue all the way over this bridge, all the way down to Warminster. They also continue up this road, the Ring Road, and they continue from Colchester all the way over to Bingham as well. That's not the only thing I've done. I have got rid of the train station that was once here. I've changed this road a little bit to make it a bit more smooth, as I'm sure you can tell based on the mess that is the landscape. And I'd like to do similar with a few roads here and there as well today. Today is basically going to be a lot of housekeeping, which might not sound that exciting, but it is always satisfying, for me anyway, to do that kind of thing. I'd also like to get a bunch more trucks on some of my lines, because there is a lot of fuel being produced in this factory. The production is at 256 of 400. That's ridiculous. That's good production, so we need to get more fuel moving out. We also have a lot of plastic being made. The production is 62 out of 200. This factory is upgrading a little bit. We need to move the plastic quicker. We have a lot of planks. We have a lot of steel being produced as well. 274 of 400. We have a lot of food being produced. 0 of 100. Never mind. We have a few goods being produced as well. So basically, I feel like we need more trucks. I would also like to maybe look into moving some more of this oil, as there is a reasonable amount of it over this way as well. So we might want to look into just getting more trucks, and that's exactly what I'm going to start today by doing. So what lines do we have here? There are a lot of planks moving from Warminster to the machinery plant. So Warminster to machinery needs to be carting more planks. And we can get some new trucks over in... Where can we get new trucks? Did I not add a new depot over here? Do I still only have one depot? I could swear I added more. That's interesting. Well, did I really... Am I imagining things? I guess I didn't add another depot. That's fine. No big deal. Let's go ahead and get ourselves another truck depot, which if I go and turn on this overlay, I can see is going to go in the industrial zone. I'd also like to see land use only. I'm not really interested in the value. So let's just rotate. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Rotate this fella just a little bit and chuck him there. And we want planks to machinery. So we're going to go planks, and I'll buy 3 of them and set that on Warminster planks to machinery. So that'll hopefully help this line get more stuff moved just a little bit. We also need to look at this, which is Warminster crude oil to the refinery. So let's get a few more trucks on there as well. What are we looking at in terms of numbers for that line? Warminster crude oil to the refinery. Could maybe use 2 more trucks. Maybe, well, you know what? Let's go for 6. Let's invest. That line's almost making me $1 million. Let's go for 6 more trucks to cart the crude oil. So there it is. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we'll set the line to Warminster Crude to Refinery. Alrighty, so they're heading out, doing their thing, and hopefully going to do it well. Having a look about elsewhere, we do need to move fuel. And something I think I might do for that is actually set a line that will take some of that fuel to Bingham. I do believe we have Colchester. It'll be Colchester fuel to Colchester, right? Colchester fuel to town has 3 trucks on it. I want to get 6 trucks on that. So let's get a few more fuel trucks onto the Colchester line. So we'll go to here. And we'll go to fuel and 1, 2, 3, bringing us up to a grand total of 6 of them. So Colchester fuel into the town is ready to go. We could also do with taking some oil up to the plastics plant, but we do also need to deal with the plastics plant. Actually, no, we don't. It's all been carted away. So I think we're doing okay on that front. Something we could do with doing, though, that was maybe too many uses of the word do. But anyway, let's maybe look into upgrading this bridge just a little bit, because I think it needs bus lanes. Obviously, placing and upgrading roads will always result in the pedestrian vehicles being deleted, but upgrading this whole stretch will mean my vehicles can move about just that little bit easier, which is very, very important to me. So let's just upgrade the entire ring road so they can get about nice and easily. You might notice I'm sitting at $163 million in the bottom left. We're making about $13 million per year, which is pretty good. It is December 2009 currently, so we're doing all right with for ourselves. This thing seems to be doing pretty well too. Let's just speed up time a little bit. It actually took me this long to look up the controls for this game and discover that tab lets you cycle through the speeds, and the pause button on your keyboard, that button that I've never used, actually pauses the game. So that's interesting. That's pretty late game discovery. Now this is something else that needs to be moved. We need to start moving machinery and tools to Colchester. So we need to start moving the tools more specifically. So I'm going to set up some trucks to get on that. So we'll go to here, and I think I might set them to do tools. I think I'll just set them to do automatic. Possibly. Let's do... You know what I should do? I should split up that line. Because what I can do is specifically have trucks to deal with machinery and specifically have trucks to deal with the tools. I feel like... Hold on. Let me have a look at the machinery and tools to Colchester. Is it just called the machinery and tools to... Yeah, machinery and tools to Colchester. So there are 3 of each type of... They are the old trucks. That's surprising. Okay. Let me sell all of those. And let me get 5 trucks to cart machinery and 5 trucks to cart... Actually, no, I could probably just do a 3 of each still, since I was using the old trucks. So let's do 4 of each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then machines will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And they're all going to be set to machinery and tools into Colchester. Then I think I want to set that line to have, what, white trucks? I don't know. Let's go... very blue trucks. We'll go with that. I have stopped recently applying colors to my trucks because it doesn't really matter. The color of the trucks isn't important. It's what's on the inside that matters when it comes to a good truck. So hopefully we're going to see an improvement in this area. This thing is just producing like a good one. It's producing a lot of this stuff. We could maybe... Oh, hello. Road Vehicle 20 has reached its lifetime and needs replaced. Oh, we've still got an old bus. Warminster Central out to the train. I feel like I need a few more buses on that line. Let's head to here and see where my old buses are. Let's have a look. So Bingham Central to train is probably gonna want a new bus. We're gonna want to give them like a bendy bus. Oh my god. So that was built in like 1970. We could give them the Volvo 5000, which I feel is a much, like, it is a newer bus than the Bendy bus. I kind of want to give them the Volvo 5000 and just like a couple of them, because I just want some different buses on like the train lines. So we'll automatically start replacing you, and we'll get a few more of those on those lines in a minute. Buntingford to the train is going to be a similar story with the Volvo 5000. So there we go. So that'll upgrade itself eventually too. We have other lines here as well. Partington Loop is still losing money, which is to be expected. Warminster Central to train will be set to have the Volvo 5000 as well. Seriously, the people that took those bus lines to the trains are going to be so happy right now. They're sitting on 35-year-old buses that probably stink and reek and are disgusting, but like they might be well looked at. I should say, I'm not implying that my company doesn't look after the buses. I'm not saying that we don't clean them. But I am saying that I don't tell people to clean them. So if they're not clean, I mean, the cleaning of the bus is up to the driver as far as I'm concerned. If the driver doesn't clean it, that's on him. Let's buy another road vehicle and just chuck it onto the Bingham. Actually, no, let's do Bingham Central. 2 on Bingham Central to train. 2 on Buntingford Central to train. 2 on the Warminster Central to train as well. So we'll buy one more and set you on Warminster Central to the train. So that's going to get more people out to the trains, which should be pretty good to see. We do always have a lot of people. Oh, wow. So many people moving around the Colchester Loop at the moment. I feel like we're not moving enough people. I feel like there's... I feel like having, you know, 100 people waiting to get around Colchester at the moment is a problem. I feel like that is a problem. We have... How many people? Wow. 72 people waiting at that generic bus stop to get around Colchester. The Colchester Loop's not necessarily popular there. It's pretty popular over this way, though, right? Yeah, the Colchester Loop might need some TLC. Looking over here, there's still a whole bunch of machinery being produced. A bit more plastics popped up that way. The fuel is... There's less fuel here, which is not indicative of a lower amount of production. It's indicative of the fact that we are moving more of it, which is nice. We do have a lot of oil set there, so I might want to look into... that. In terms of food, I'm considering another train. I really, really am. Have I got is the quarry moving yet? The quarry... You've never had anything stored. I'm trying to work out why. Why? Wait, whoa. Oh. I may have set the wrong... Oh. Hold up a minute. What is that line? I have no idea what that line is. That's a problem. It's sort of a reddish color. What is this? This is in Buntingford, so it's probably Bunt something. Ah, there it is. Bunt stone to mill. Those are set to carry slag. Well, that explains a lot. Can I change the trucks without sending them back to the depot? No. Alright. So, those trucks all need to go back to the depot. Oh, that's awkward. You know what's worse about that? You know what's worse about noticing that? I haven't posted part 9 yet. I was, so at the minute, right, if you're watching this video as it's just come out, I'm currently in London. This video is going out at, what, 6 PM on Thursday the 17th of November. I'm currently in London for the Planet Coaster launch event. I'm pre-recording so that I can have content while I'm away. I'm back on Friday the 18th. The problem is with pre-recording, I don't have a chance to get feedback. And I'm willing to bet that quite a few of you noticed, and I haven't seen it yet, but I'm willing to bet that quite a few of you noticed that I made that mistake. Yeah, that's going to come back to bite me. That's going to be... Oh, that's going to be just great. Is what that's going to be? Well, there we go. We have 15 new trucks heading out onto that line to start carrying stone from this quarry to the mill over where? Over where? Over where? Up there? No, that's not it. Up there? No, that's not the one we're using either. Why aren't we using that one? What? Why aren't we using... What am I using to be... Oh, I'm getting really confused. It's up here. We're using this one. I don't know why I'm using this one. It would make much more sense to take the stone to that one and continue taking... Actually, it would make much more sense to take the stone and the slag to that one. Why am I not taking the stone and the slag to that one and then taking the goods from there to Colchester? Interesting. Also, why am I not taking anything from this quarry? I feel like that's a thing I should do. So I'm going to set up another line, basically. I'm getting really critical of myself today. That's interesting. That's it's an interesting way to live your life. Let's go ahead and create a new line. So this is going to be stone from Warminster or Warstone going up to there. All right. So that is going to be Warminster Stone. So Warstone going to mill. And I want to get 15 trucks for that line as well, I think. I think that might be a pretty good idea. So you guys are going to be bought from here. You are going to be carrying some stone. You are going to be that color. I know I said I wasn't going to bother with colors, but when it's easy like stone, then I'll bother. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 15. It's about 15. It'll do. So Warminster Stone to the mill. As you can see, there is a bit of a traffic jam, but fortunately, my trucks are able to get through it. Thanks. What happened to my voice? My trucks are able to get through it. Thanks to the, oh jeez, Rick. Oh. I can't do a Morty voice. I can do the voice inflections. I can do the inflections. Much like I can do a lot of inflections with my voice. I just can't do accents. And that's a problem, because no one's impressed when you do half of an impression, you know? It's like, hey, I can do Christopher Walken's voice really well up to 50% of the way. Like, I can do half of Christopher Walken's voice. No one cares. You know? Or it's like, I can do half of Robert De Niro or Al Pacino's. No one cares. I can do half of, like, Morty's voice or half of Rick's voice from Rick and Morty. Nah, not good enough. So yeah, with that said, what are you up to? So you're currently getting some grain, which is fine. These farms aren't producing as much as I'd like. And I'm curious as to why. I've heard a lot of people mentioning that adding more trucks to lines incentivizes higher amounts of production. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know why that would incentivize higher amounts of production. But I mean, if it does, then I might do that. To be honest, we're on $200 million. In terms of profits, we're sitting on a 17.3 million in 2011. It's 2013. We're in, it's actually fairly early 2013. What have I? Yeah, I've spent 9.42 million on new vehicles. So, yeah, I'll probably want to, like, not look at 2013 as an indication of how much I actually make. I think it's going to be a better idea to maybe just not buy anything between now and the end of 2014, so I can actually get a good idea of what I'm actually making. Now, looking over here, that's interesting that actually has produced a reasonable amount of stone. I mean, 15 trucks in the line, you would expect it to, I suppose. This one's doing all right as well, so maybe it is. Maybe the production is tied to the amount of trucks. I mean, this one here, for example, this guy's got 68 out of 100 production. I don't know why. Like, I've seen a lot of mixed comments. This is the thing. I mentioned at the beginning I've put like 40 hours into this game. I'm still learning so much. I only recently realized, I think I mentioned last time, that I only recently realized that putting a train station right next to a residential area can be very beneficial. I only learned that recently. And you might be thinking, well, duh. But yeah, I'm still learning with this game, and it's really interesting. But what I'm getting at is that, you know, there are places like this factory and this refinery that are producing a lot of goods. And part of me thinks that maybe that's because we have some good mediocre line usage. Let's not get too carried away. But we do have good shopping facilities and good jobs in Colchester. I also think I kind of want to make a push for 3,000. I'm not going to say that if we don't get to 3,000 people in Colchester, then we'll not end the series today. But I feel like pushing for 3,000 might be possible. But yeah, it's possible that having those good jobs, those good shopping facilities, it's helping these factories perform a bit better. The thing is, I guess, yeah, this thing's got no production now. I guess Warminster's not bad. It doesn't have anything, but people seem to like it. Ooh, we just got the interesting. What is the dual stocks? Obviously, it looks to be a double-floored train, but I want to look at it specifically and see what it's all about. So let's have a look at the dual stocks and see what exactly that is. That is 3.47 million to run, 200 kilometers per hour. 122 passengers. This double-deck electric multiple unit built by Bombardier. Or Bombardier. Bombardier. It's Bombardier, isn't it? I'm pretty sure they had a factory based in Northern Ireland. I think they closed a couple of years ago. It's equipped with a tilting compensation which allows it to pass bends faster. No, that's interesting. So, I mean, it is more expensive than the trains we currently have, but it is also kind of nicer looking than the trains we currently have. So, I mean, I'm tempted. I'm definitely tempted to get myself a couple of those. You know what? It's 2014. We're not going to buy anything in 2014, like I said we were going to do, because I want to see what the profits are in 2014. Which, I mean, currently, currently not good. That's concerning. That's actually really concerning. No, apparently wait, did I buy new vehicles? I did, didn't I? What did I? Oh, I'm replacing vehicles. I'm automatically replacing some vehicles, I think. Because I'm not buying those. So I guess some of my trucks got old? I don't know. That said, I reckon I could get rid of those trains and get the new one. Because I kind of like the idea of getting a new train. I kind of also really like the idea of getting a train dedicated to carrying food back and forth. But that seems like it would be a waste. What I might do is I could upgrade this station with a second platform, which I can't technically do. But if I upgrade it with a second platform and have one of those platforms for food and the other one be for stuff coming in, what I could do is set up a train that only transports grain. No, because then the thing is, the reason I like this train is because from here, it takes grain back to the factory. And when it gets to the factory, it picks up some food and brings it to here. So it makes money at either end. No matter what this train does, going back and forth, it makes money. And that's good, because it means that no trip is wasted. It means that the return journey can sometimes be just as valuable as the initial journey itself. Whereas if we had a train that only carried food, the journey from the factory to the station here would be profitable, but the journey back wouldn't be. Or, for example, if we had a train that only carried grain. Grain is a better example because the train car that carries food also carries livestock. So we could carry livestock and food back and forth on one train. But the grain train, which is a great name, by the way, would only be able to make money on one leg of the journey. Basically, what I'm getting at is that the train I have at the moment makes more sense than splitting it up into multiple trains. So it pulls in here, drops off everything that it has, picks up a bunch of food. I still think it would be worth picking up more. What if I made it, what if I had it pick up more? What if we like sent you, I'm gonna send it back to the depot. Which is probably not a good idea. I kind of, you know, I kind of want you to turn around. Can you go back that way? Are you heading to the, yeah, you're headed to the depot. I kind of want to see if I can get this thing to pick up more, because this is a fairly long platform. Could be longer. That's for sure. Could be longer. But I think that long platform's probably fine. What I'd like to do is I think I'd like to throw I don't want to set it on a line yet. I want to buy a train. I want to get a wagon. And I think I want to throw another like 1, 2 of those on there. And I think I want train 3 to get a new coat of paint. And I think train 3 can become... What would it look like in brown? That's a question I need to know. I'm gonna assume not the most pleasant. No. It's a little bit miserable looking. It is a little bit miserable. It's a very long train these days though. So let's follow it whilst I change the color. So, orange. Not bad, not bad. Bright orange. Very bright. What else we got? Let's see. Let's drag this up here so I can see it a bit better. What about no color? No color's not bad. I think the green was pretty good though. Green's pretty good. The dark yellow is unpleasant. That green's not bad. I think I might go dark blue then. Dark blue's also not bad. Let's just go dark red. Red's a good color for a train. Red is a very good color for a train. So we'll stick with red for this fella. And hopefully it's going to pick up plenty of stuff when it gets to this end. It can pick up 35 grain, not as much as I'd like. These farms though. Farms are becoming my biggest concern with this. I seem to be able to make most other things profitable and most other things produce a lot of stuff. Farms not so much. Although I wonder... Let's start taking some fuel to Bingham. Yeah, this thing's got like up to 800 production. This thing is upgraded again. Let's start taking some fuel to Bingham. Let's support Bingham a little bit, because I think Bingham... I think if we can upgrade Bingham, we can get these farms to work better. So what I want to do is I actually want to put a new station in here. Sort of right in the middle. Right there. It's going to destroy half of the industrial buildings that I'm kind of wanting to give fuel to. So actually put it in there instead. Alright, so that's going to live there. Then yeah, we're just going to set up the line here. So this is going to be Colchester fuel to Bingham. So from there, going to there. And that is going to be Colchester fuel to Bingham. Alrighty. So now we need the trucks. We need to get the trucks for the line. So let's head to you and grab myself... how many do we want? That's the next question. I'm gonna say like 5 to start with. And I'll get them in that kind of light red color. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's set you to Colchester fuel to Bingham. And let's see if that helps. Let's see if giving some fuel to Bingham is actually going to do a good job. Now, why is so much of the traffic backed up here? I guess it is just really busy in here, isn't it? Colchester is just a really busy town. That fuel production though is ridiculous. We could maybe get 1 truck to start taking some tools to Bingham as well. I'm also really tempted to get like a truck or 2 to start taking some food from down here. Which might... What is the problem here? What's your problem? What's up? You have no path. Eh? What is up with you? Why do you have no path? Oh, I see. So you're a little bit too long for that station. Right, we need to pause real quick. We need to move this. And move that. And, basically this little overlay needs to be, a little bit bigger. Or a little bit smaller, technically. So go to there and go like... No, don't do that. Let's just do that. We don't really need to worry about that at the moment, to be honest, because the train's going to be able to move regardless because there's no other trains on the line. So now that's heading back out. That's good to see. He's going to do his thing. So I've just completely forgotten what I was saying, which is good. Which is real good. Yeah, so basically at the moment, this train brings food to here. I think what I want to do is say, get rid of the Bingham cargo, or get rid of the Bingham food loop. So the Bingham food loop can have those vehicles return there, and then scrap the line. Because we have Bingham cargo to Colchester bringing food in anyway. Oh, what if we scrap the food line completely? What if we scrap the food on this this train and have most of the food, if not all of the food, be taken by truck? I know it's potentially a lot more inefficient, but it's easier than setting up a bunch of new train lines. And I kind of want to test it, to be honest. I think I'm going to keep the Colchester line, because we do deliver a lot of food. But what I also want to do is set this up and say that this line is going to go from there all the way to there? No, it was there for the food loop, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the fuel line. So this is the food loop one. So, I guess, where's it coming from? Food from Partington. So Partington food to Bingham. All right, that's going to be a long line. That is going to be a very, very long line. Let's get the vehicles for it. The vehicles can actually come from Buntingford. So down here, get ourselves some trucks, set them to carry food. And they can be very green, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. That can carry 80 units of food. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That can carry 200 units of food. Which is risky because I don't want to risk taking a bunch of the food away from Colchester and from the train, but I think having this kind of thing might be a good idea. I also think I could totally, like, get rid of this. I could totally build a oh, that's tempting. Basically, I could build a road that takes you straight from Buntingford over to there. It would have a tunnel, obviously. Definitely would have a tunnel, but to be honest, I think I'm going to do it. I do. I think I'm going to do it just because I have the money. We're 261 mil. Oh, that's got a bus line. Here's the question. Would that be... Is that just for buses? Is that just a bus road then? I don't think it needs the bus lanes, but that would be interesting if it was just a bus road. Have it linked to there to start with. Then have it sort of do this. So it is eventually... Yeah, there it goes, tunneling. All right. So it's going to tunnel under there. And even that works, you know? Even that connection is not so bad. So that just goes straight through there. Straight through the hill over to Partington. Problem is that could very well disrupt a lot of... well, could it disrupt a lot of things? Could it really? Let's just connect it through. Let's just connect it straight to, like, there. Like that. And we'll see what happens. It's not the prettiest of road, but I'm very curious to see what happens with it. I want to see if it becomes useful from a trucks. Also looking here, we have 39 people currently waiting for a train, which isn't bad. Do my passenger trains currently make money? This is something I haven't paid attention to. So, the 2 train lines are here. No. The clockwise one almost makes money. The counterclockwise one does not. But part of me feels like that's more because of the frequency of them. It doesn't make sense to take those trains because they are so slow. Oh boy, I'm about to spend a lot of money. Okay, right. Trains, you're going to be sold. Unable to find a path. Good. And you? You can find a path. Alright, so you turn around. And then get sold. Unable to find path. Unable to find path. Right. So where exactly are you? And what direction are you going in? You're going in that direction. Okay. Here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to do. You need to have a bit where you can cross over. And then I think that'll let you go back to the depot. Yes, it will. So you've basically kicked everyone off of your train and gone, screw you guys, I'm going home. Good to know. Let's see. So that train could potentially need to stop there. Hold on. So yeah, that train could potentially need to stop to let a train past. And this train could potentially need to stop to let a train pass as well. Alright, we'll set those up. How many signals do I have? Quite a few signals, so this should be fine. It should be completely fine to get some new trains. Why have you stopped there? Why on earth have you stopped there? Where's the other train? What on earth are you doing? Are you having a waiting for free path? Where is the other train? I'm actually very confused right now. Yeah, you're still not moving. Oh, these guys got back here. Good. You can be sold in a minute. So the other train has been sold. Can I like turn you around? So no path. Waiting for free path. What? How do you not have a free path? Can I like get rid of that? Alright. And then you... There you go. Oh, no, you stopped again. What? Oh, are these set to one way by any chance? Oh, no, there you go. I have no idea what's up with that guy. No idea. No idea at all. Slowing down a fair bit going around there. That's completely fine. Let's come over to here where that line comes out. And I mean, he's going to get back to the depot, right? He's going to get there, no problem. So what I'd like to do... Oh, you're sitting there waiting for the... waiting for a free path as well. So I assume we're waiting on the other train coming back then. I assume that's what's going on. Is that what the other train's doing then? So the other train's coming in here. I feel like the other train should be waiting as well. Hold up, hold up, hold up. I feel like if a train is, you know, going that way, it should probably have to wait from time to time. And I feel like if a train's going that way, it should probably have to wait from time to time as well. So this guy over here is now moving because this signal means that the other train would have stopped for him. Or has the other train? No, the other train hasn't stopped for him yet, but he's moving along. He's got a full load of food, which is great. 91 units of food. Not bad. Then this guy's moving into go ahead and get sold at the depot. And oh my god, there's so much food right there. Not bad. Not bad. So you're going to be sold is the lesson here. Then I would like to buy 4 of these. 4 of them, super expensive, but we're going to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 of those guys. And you are going to go counterclockwise. And you are going to go counterclockwise. You're going to go clockwise. And you're going to go clockwise. So having those trains in a spot where they can start moving out, I think is going to be important. What are you doing? You're counterclockwise, so you're going in the right direction. Your buddies are still sat in here, which is interesting. I also realize I haven't got a signal there, which there really should be. And there really should also be a signal here. So now that that train's past the signal, this one will probably move up and get ready. I could also put a signal there, which will let the other train move out too. So this guy's currently waiting. The back of him has been cut off, but don't worry about that. That'll come back once he starts moving. There you go. So now that that guy's moved past that signal, he can move past that one. Then he'll wait. Now hold on a minute. Is that a counterclockwise train? That is a clockwise. Why are you going that way? That's interesting. You shouldn't be going that way. Have I messed up my lines? What is going on there? So yeah, they should be moving past it. I assume this train's going to a station somewhere. I don't know why it's going that way. I actually have no idea why it's going that way. That one's clockwise as well. What happens if I change the color on you? Like, what part changes? Oh. So they can be very subtly orange. I mean, I can get behind that. I can totally get behind that. Let's check these 2 train lines. So they're both going to be somewhat subtly orange. Or the clockwise one can be orange. The counterclockwise one can be blue. Seems fine to me. Alright, so the train's moving out. Hopefully we're going to see a lot of people use those. The frequency on both lines is down to 6 minutes. Which is good. That is definitely much better. Pretty good frequency on, or not frequency, pretty good production over here actually, which is nice to see. Production here dropped massively, but there is still, you know, 121 units of food ready to go to Bingham. And these ones here will be getting picked up to go to Colchester. 67 of them, so that's fine. Are you still making me money? You absolutely should be. Oh, you do slow down a lot, though. It might be a good idea to try and streamline this track a little bit. I don't know if that is a thing I really want to do, though, considering, you know, that's always the weird thing with, like, the last part of a series, you know? Do I do the thing? Do I not do the thing? Does it really matter? Like, there's things that do matter, like getting the new trains on there. I absolutely want to do that. Improving the efficiency of my truck lines and the production of my various facilities. That matters. But I just don't know that changing this train line is something I need to do right now. I do want to see how much money this fella makes going in here, though. Oh, there's so much stuff there, too. So, 5.22 million, and it has just pretty much filled up. Well, there's a bit of food on there. It is completely filled up with livestock, and it's full. That train is full, which is amazing. So, is the production of these farms suddenly massively increased? 18 and 24. I'll tell you something funnier than 24. 25. Oh, yeah. Ooh, hello. Look at that. Look at that production. That is mental. That is absolutely mental. I've never seen anything like that. That's so good. What are you up to for production? You're pretty good. Oh, it's so good. How are my profits looking? I assume not very good for last year. Nope. This year, though, 2020, not bad. Last year, I spent $91 million on new vehicles. This year, I've spent $4.5 million. And halfway through the year, over halfway through the year, 8 months through the year, we're sitting on $14.1 million in profits. I assume that train just made a stop at the factory. Oh, that's so good. Then these trucks have arrived. So these trucks, I assume there's quite a few of them heading through there. Oh, that's so good. It really is. I'll tell you what I would like to do. I would like to come along here. And I want to get myself a large street with bus lanes. And I want to start upgrading just as much of this as I possibly can. Because I feel like having these bus lanes, even if I can't get them in there, that's fine. But having these bus lanes really does help to just get your vehicles around a little bit. It means the buses and the trucks aren't getting stuck in traffic. They can just move a bit quicker. And that's important to me. So there we go. Those guys can move along. This can be upgraded to an extra large country road with bus lanes. So just the whole way along there is basically highway. And the whole way along there is going to be highway as well. So that loops around real nicely. That could be the same, I suppose. That could also be the same. That could be the same. And that could as well, to be honest. I don't think it needs to be though, so that's probably fine. But that means my trucks, my buses, all that stuff not gonna be troubled, which is great. What are you producing? That's the oil well. With amazing production. Look at that production. 400, over 415, 16, like that's ridiculous amounts of oil. Are we doing this? We're doing the same over here, aren't we? No, not quite. This one's nowhere near. I have no idea how I've done this, but I'm so okay with it. I really, really am. There's 36 food sat there, 105 food sat in there. So many goods sat in there ready to go to Colchester. What is the population of Colchester at the moment? It's dropped. Okay, I guess we're not hitting the goal I wanted to hit, but alright. Are you full again? Nah, that's fine. Road Vehicle 10 is kind of old. Yeah, I am going to need to start replacing a lot of my buses, aren't I? It's 2021. And I have a lot of lines that need replaced, jeez. Alright, let's get the Bingham Loop to start replacing itself. So those vehicles aren't going to be anywhere near as old. And I think keeping automatic replacement on for my bus lines is probably a good idea. It means we're not going to have to deal with them getting old and sort of dying on us. What is this? That's a lot of construction materials. How many trucks do I have transporting the Old Trincham construction materials to Colchester? Because I'm going to need more of them. I'm going to need more of them, yeah. Because this thing is producing a lot. So, construction materials to Colchester. Oh, hello, lads. Let's, maybe be selling you and selling you. We'll get, like, 4 more of them. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And Old Trincham Construction to Colchester. Those guys can go and do their thing. All right. Anything else interesting going on around here? Old Trincham, I want to look at your population because I've completely neglected this little town. 402. Yeah, it could be better. Bingham, I want to have a look at you because I want to see if you have like any things. So you have food and you have fuel. And my God, 46% of your population is using my lines. That's ridiculous. It really is. Oh, look at that production from the farm as well. And the production over here, 56, not bad. You know, I'm actually so pleased with this. Look at that steel. Look at that steel production. I don't even know what I did. I really don't. I don't know how this has come about. I don't know why everything is just working so well, I have no idea. But ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to leave it there. I think we're going to end on a high note. Look at this. Look at the fuel. I could take that to every city. Warminster, Hartington, Buntingford, Altrincham. Altrincham could have a bit of loving after, what? When did I start in this Let's Play? Was it 1950? Or it was 1900, I think. I think I started in 1900, so what? 122 years of neglect could potentially come to an end for Altrincham. I mean, it's not gonna. I'm gonna leave it there for today, but I am so pleased with how this has turned out. And this is just my, this is my first stab at the game, first proper stab at the game, so I really am so pleased with how it turned out. I know a lot of people have been saying, read the comments more, watch this person play it, watch this person play it, go to this guide, go to this wiki, blah, blah, blah. I like discovering these things. I will read up a little bit about the game for the next series, but discovery's fun. Discovering stuff is really fun, especially when you just make serious bank in the process. And oh boy, are we making some serious bank. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it there. This has been Transport Fever and the free mode Let's Play. It's been good. You guys have been incredibly supportive of this series. Hopefully you're going to be supportive of the modded series that's coming up. And once again, it isn't going to be heavily modded. It's going to be a couple of things from the Steam Workshop that I think are pretty cool. There's some different trains, different buses on there. There's a mod that lets you basically place industry, which I don't necessarily know I want to use for a full Let's Play. What I might do is, like, use it sparingly. Maybe, like, I have to get to a certain amount of money. I don't know. That one's a little cheaty. That one does sort of defeat the purpose of the challenge of transporting goods, but that's one I'd like to check out for just like even a one-off video to see what that's about. There's a lot of cool stuff with this game. I can highly recommend it, and I'm going to leave you with all of that fuel. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you kind of for watching. This has been Transport Fever, Free Mode Let's Play Part 10, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!